dancers, hope you are all doing well. Missing teaching you a lot. So I'm just going to send this video and I'm going to go through the whole fling just as a wee reminder in case we've all forgotten it, and sort of pick out the things that we should be working on and some exercises to try and go with yous. And then this means that you can practice at home as well, especially whenever dance class starts back up again. So we'll just start. So we're starting in first position with our feet turned out and our arms in first. The important thing to do is the tighter you have your fists in at your side whenever you dance, the easier it is to keep your balance. So whenever we're going through this, I don't want our arms going like this. So squeeze as tight as you can. So we'll start off with our introduction. So we're going to wait for 8 counts, and then we bow for 6 counts, and rise, count 7, pause, count 8. So it should go like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rise, count 7, 8. Okay. So important things there is whenever you start your dance, you should look like you want to dance. So don't be looking, oh, I don't want to be here. So nice posture, nice straight back, looking really happy and big smile. And then that'll start your dancing off really nice. So then we'll go into the first step. So the first step is our shedding step. So it's the most familiar one, and if we get this shedding perfect, then we've got the fling sorted. It'll be looking lovely. So we start off with our fists in, and we're going to hop the right foot and point it to second. So let's hop 1. Then we take that foot to the back, count 2. Then rub super tight to the front, count 3. And rub super tight to the back, count 4. And then we change foot and we do the same thing. So hop side, hop back, rub really tight, hop front, hop really tight, hop back. Then we do it again, change foot, hop side, hop back, hop front, hop back. Then this time whenever we change, we have to do a turn, so hop side, and we have to turn away from our leg, so we're going to turn this way, hop back, hop front, hop back to face the front. And then we do the whole thing again, starting with our left leg. So we're going to go hop side, hop back, hop front, hop back, change foot, side, back, front, back, change foot, side, back, front, back, and then change foot for our turn, hop side, turn away from the leg, back, front, back. So if we remember, so it's 3 shedding and a turn, and then 3 shedding and a turn. And get my breath back after all that hopping. So remember, so for our arms for this step, opposite arm to leg. So it'll be side, back, front, back, change leg, and change arm, side, back, front, back, change, side, back, front, back. And this time our fists go into first for our turn, side, back, front, back. And then it's the same thing, so it will be opposite arm to leg. And that is the first step. So things that we need to remember are super pointy toes, which we need for all of our dances. So some exercises we can practice for that are going up on the ball with one foot, rolling it over, giving it a wee stretch, rolling it back, rolling it over, and then try and lifting it and squeezing your toes as much as you can to keep in that position, and point it in second, and let it tap, point it in third, and point it in fourth. And don't let it just go splat, okay? Don't let it just drop like that, so we have to try and keep it nice and pointed, okay? Other things is our knees turned out, so our butterfly stretch, that'll help us with that. So making sure our knees are nice turned out. Our rubbing is super tight, so remember before we all went off, everyone's rubbing was a wee bit like, okay, so we want it super tight, super stuck to the leg. So almost think that you've got glue on your leg, and it's stuck, okay? And keeping our hips facing the front, and then just remembering, if we've got this foot out, we're going to turn this way, this foot this way. And that is our first step. So our second step is the toe heel step. So we're going to start off with our shedding with the right foot again. So it's side, back, front, back. Then we have to change foot and hop toe, hop heel, change, hop toe, hop heel, change, toe, heel, change, toe, heel. And then we change foot and do our turn. So hop side, turning away from our foot, back, front, back. And then we do it all again, starting with our left foot. Hop side, back, front, back, change foot, toe, hop heel, change toe, heel, change toe, heel, change toe, heel, and change foot for our turn, side, back, front, back. Okay, so arms for that step are up for the shedding, so side, back, front, back, and down and first for our toe heels and for our turn. So the only time that they're up in this step is for our first set of shedding before our toe heels, okay? And it's just opposite arm to leg. So things to remember in this step are the same things for our shedding. So turn out knees, rubbing super tight, and making sure that got nice and pointy toes. So you also need these pointy toes for our toe heels, so that's why it's super important. So I'll maybe send another video working on toe pointing exercises, okay, and we can get them all sorted and lovely and neat. And then our heels, so our toes and our heels, they need to go in the exact same position. So make sure they're going both in third position, and they're not going toe here and then a heel out here, okay? So they both need to be super, super tight in the same position, okay? And also remember, so our toes are pointy toes this time. So not ones like this, but ones super, super pointy, nice and neat in third. And that is our second step. So our third step is the weird step. So it's the one with the weird change in the middle. So if you need to keep replaying this step over till you get it perfect, please do that, okay? So this is the weird step. This is the hardest step we do, okay? But we're going to start off easy. I'm going to start off with shedding. So we all know how to shed. So it's just going to go side, back, front, back. But instead of changing this time, we're going to do the same leg, hop side, hop back, and then we're going to change and bring the other foot to the back, and then a hop and a point in third. And then we do it all again with our left leg. So side, back, front, back, hop same leg, side, hop back, hop change, hop point. And we do it again. Side, back, front, back, same leg, back, change, point. And do it again. Side, back, front, back, same leg, back, change, point. Okay, so arms for this step are opposite arm to leg. Okay, so this side, back, front, back, same leg, back. Whenever we change leg, we change arm, change and point. Side, back, front, back, same leg, back, change and point. Easy as that, okay? Don't add the arms until you get the feet all perfect. Okay, so we want the feet perfect first. They're the most important thing. Things for this step, again, are the rubbing super, super tight. So hopefully whenever we meet back together, if the rubbing is super tight and super neat, we can try adding the wee fancy bit that I tried teaching you before, okay? But that's only if our rubbing's super tight, so that's one thing. That's a challenge for us all to work on, okay? And then our last step, which is the easy step, because we just do shedding 3 times on this leg and a turn, 3 times on this leg and a turn. And it's just opposite arm to leg again, so it would just be side, back, front, back, same leg, back, same leg, back, front, back, and arms down for a turn, side, and which way we're going to turn? Yes, so back, front, back, okay? And then we'll start with this leg, side, back, front, back, side, back, front, back, same leg, front, back, down for a fist and for a turn, side, back, front, back. And then from here we do our bowed end. So we're going to step to second, point, snap, and bow. And that's our whole fling, okay? So I will send through another video and working on exercises to help us with all of these super important bits. But hopefully that'll remind you of the fling. And then if you would like to send me a video of your whole fling all together, that would be perfect. And then I can see how we're all doing and I can give some corrections if we need. But I hope you all are keeping well and keeping safe, and I'll see you all very soon.